It's April 1912. You just dropped serious cash for a ticket on the most insane, over-the-top luxury ship the world has ever seen. This thing? Massive. Beautiful. Next level. People were literally calling it unsinkable. Yeah, about that. The RMS Titanic wasn't just a ship. It was a flex. Built by the White Star Line. Packed with first-class elites, millionaires, immigrants chasing the American dream. This wasn't just a cruise. This was history in the making. Or at least, that's what everyone thought. Now here's where it gets wild. On April 14, 1912, the Titanic is cruising through the North Atlantic. The ocean is calm, like creepy calm. No waves, no wind, just flat, glassy water. And that's actually a problem, because when the water is that still, you can't see icebergs clearly. No splashing waves at the base, no warning signs, just darkness. Earlier that day, the Titanic received multiple iceberg warnings from other ships. Multiple. But the ship kept going fast, nearly top speed. Why? Some historians believe it was pressure. Speed equals headlines. Headlines equal hype, and hype sells. At 11:40 p.m., a lookout named Frederick Fleet spots something dead ahead. Iceberg, right ahead. They try to turn. Engines reversed. Hard starboard. But here's the deal. This ship was gigantic. Too big to move fast enough. The iceberg scraped along the side. From the deck, it didn't even look that crazy. Some passengers barely noticed. But below deck, absolute disaster. The iceberg ripped open 6 compartments. The Titanic was designed to survive 4, not 6. Within minutes, icy Atlantic waters started flooding in. Still, most passengers had no clue how bad it was. Some were literally playing cards. The band kept performing. People were joking. Unsinkable, remember? Then midnight hits. Captain Edward Smith gets the real numbers. The ship will sink. Let that sink in. Over 2,200 people on board. Lifeboats? Only enough for about half. Yeah. Do the math. Now here's the part that hits hard. Women and children first. That order echoed across the deck. Some lifeboats left half empty because people didn't believe the ship would actually go down. Can you imagine that? You're standing there thinking, this ship is massive. No way it sinks. But it was sinking. Slowly. The front of the ship dipped lower. The angle got steeper. Panic started spreading. Third-class passengers had it the worst. Gates, confusion, language barriers. Meanwhile, first-class passengers had easier access to lifeboats. That class divide? Brutal. By 2 a.m., it was chaos. The ship's bow was deep underwater. People were slipping, falling, screaming. The band? Still playing. Eyewitnesses say they played to calm the crowd. At 2:18 a.m., the lights flickered. Then boom, pitch black. The Titanic split in two. And within minutes, it was gone. 2:20 a.m., silence. Then screams in the freezing dark. The water temperature? Around 28 degrees Fahrenheit. Below freezing, hypothermia hits in minutes. Over 1,500 people died that night. Not because the ship hit an iceberg, but because there weren't enough lifeboats. Let that hit. Hours later, the RMS Carpathia arrived. It rescued around 700 survivors. 700 out of over 2,000. Newspapers exploded with headlines. America was in shock. The unsinkable ship sank on its first trip. After the disaster, everything changed. New laws required enough lifeboats for everyone. Ice patrol systems were created. Maritime safety was completely reworked. But here's the crazy part. Over 100 years later, the Titanic still fascinates us. Why? Because it wasn't just a shipwreck. It was human overconfidence. It was class division. It was bravery and fear colliding in the dark. Some passengers gave up seats to save others. Some husbands refused to leave their wives. Some crew members stayed at their posts until the very end. Heroic, tragic, unbelievable. And maybe the most chilling part? The ocean swallowed it whole. For decades, nobody even knew where it was. Until 1985, when the wreck was finally discovered nearly 12,500 feet below the surface. Still resting there. A ghost of ambition. A reminder that no matter how advanced we think we are, nature always has the final say. And that night in April 1912, it proved it.